Hi, fourth grade. Sorry I can't be with you at your grade level meeting, but Jane and I did put together a great mini PD for you to take a look at a lesson and how to break it down using the BCPS curriculum to make it into small groups within your classroom. So Jane will be pausing and adding things in as we go along. We're looking at Unit 3, so if you could go into Course Maps. Unit 3, Lesson 3. We're going to look at Lesson 3, what is an infographic? So we pull up the lesson. And we have all this good stuff for you. So we're going to look at infographic and discuss what it is. Now, not only are we going to be discussing what an infographic is, but students are also going to explore different infographics and try to figure out why they have a certain purpose or a certain structure and what that structure and what that purpose is, and really break down the idea of an infographic. And they're going to develop their own definition. So resource 1, what is an infographic, is actually a web quest that's on Wixie. So instead of writing down the directions to get there, I wanted to show you in case you didn't know, because it is a little tricky to find this information. So I'm going back to BCPS 1 on Wixie on the side. When I go in, you can actually go into activities, Baltimore County Public School, and if you click on English, Elementary English Language, Grade 4, this is Unit 3, and if you give it a minute. So when it finally comes up, you can scroll down and it'll be right there for you. What is an infographic web quest? This resource is awesome. So of course, you want to take a look at this resource before you push it out to the kids. And you can actually customize the project. So if you customize it, you then go to your home page. And it'll be right here. Now when you go into customize, it's all editable. So you can add, take away, maybe for your higher kids, you could add in explain why or name 3 things that you saw when you looked at infographics, any of those things to extend the learning to differentiate. So on the side here are actually directions for the kids. So I'm not going to read it to you. But the student choice portion of this is that they pick 5 out of the 9 or 10 that they give them, and they're using this to record just by creating a text box and typing in the common characteristics, yada, yada, yada. Okay, so they're really just practicing their typing. Now here's what is awesome. Get out of that text box. The web quest is built into the directions. So students can actually just click on any of these links, for example, and it will take them to an infographic. And kids are really just working collaboratively to discuss what they see and helping to fill in the anchor chart of the purpose, the structure, and the reason for the text and the visuals. Pretty awesome. So students will explore 5 and they'll keep adding things here. You as the teacher will be facilitating. Going back to the lesson plan, you're really encouraging, we're still up here, shared learning. You're really encouraging that discussion happening with students. You're the facilitator here going around, and then you're going to bring everyone back whole group and create that infographic organizer. So we actually created one for you that matches the anchor chart that you are going to create whole group with your kids and then hang up. So kids are able to then take what they learned and add it into this anchor chart. And remember, the anchor chart is supposed to be a fun whole group activity. If they want to use crayons, let them use crayons. If they want to write in bold, let them write in bold. Let them have fun with it because they own this anchor chart. It is their anchor chart. And I think with the 4th grade level, you can give them that freedom. So as we go on, you move on to the small group experience. So this is where Jane's hard work came in. She did a great job making this organizer in which you have your 4 groups, group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4, and they've already designed all 4 workstations for you, which is amazing. So workstation 1, 2, 3, 4, this is just an example of how you could scaffold it so the different groups would be at different stations at each time. Now workstation 4 is dedicated to the teacher, as you can see, so that's where you're sort of check-in, make sure everybody's on the right track, collaborating, you're looking for all those things that you do as a teacher. So I want to show you an example. Of what one of these looks like. So here's an example of Station 3. I opened it up in Active Inspire. I would suggest perhaps printing each one of these off or making a separate half sheet of paper so kids can either discuss or write down to answer these questions. But for example, in Station 3, they can simply click on the links that are already there. Take a look at the infographic. Make it, I guess they're only free when they're small, but they can make it bigger using their device. So anyway, they take a look, they go back, they go to the next one. And while they're doing this, they're adding in those things to their recording sheet. So a lot of this, you need to explore, you need to see. And at the end of all the workstations, the kids have an independent assessment. So at this point in shared learning, you've explored the web quest with groups, smaller groups around the classroom, in a whole group fashion where you completed the anchor chart. Kids have now gone on and completed 4 stations, one in which they're checking in with you to check their learning and understanding. And then now they're completing their assessment to see what they really took away from this lesson. So the assessment is a BCPS document. And it almost looks just like our anchor chart. So it's great. They give you this interactive website that doesn't work. And they have to come up with if that is a good definition or not of infographic. And here's the kicker, why or why not. Now, remember, we're not trying to trick the kids. They have their anchor chart that they need. They have their recording sheets that they've done. They have the anchor chart that you made as a group. And they also can go back and use any one of those resources. Here we go. Any one of those resources to answer this. And they should know that. And then this is what you would collect for their assessment. So, Jane, I'm tired of talking. If you have any questions, she can help you and take it from there. All right, have a great day. Bye.